Okay, part two of the Electrode team hitting the ladder, trying to get back towards Master Ball. Today's video is going to look a little bit different between the intro and the matches because I actually filmed the matches the day before today. So I literally filmed those immediately after Tuesday's videos matches. It is currently Tuesday as I'm filming this intro because I filmed that video and the matches on Monday. So it's currently Tuesday as I'm filming this. This is probably going live on Thursday. So intro and outro are going to look a little bit different because, you know, I'm also getting ready to film my next team as well. So what's the goal for today's video? Today's video, I want to try to make this Eject Pack Palafin strategy work out. So we didn't really get to use Palafin much in the last video. So today we're going to try to do this here with our Palafin. We have Eject Pack here because basically once your stats are lowered, you switch out due to the effect of the Eject Pack, which synergizes really nicely with Palafin's 0 to hero ability. So what I was thinking here is we run close combat, we self-lower our own defenses, which is normally a bad thing, but thanks to the Eject Pack, we get out of there, we reset our defense drops, we activate 0 to hero, and now Palafin can either switch out for Indeedee, who is a relatively solid defensive backbone for this team, or we can sub in Roaring Moon, Iron Valiant, Armor Rouge. Basically anyone but Electrode is a relatively decent switch option. More so probably Armor Rouge or Indeedee, since Roaring Moon and Iron Valiant both have one defense stat that's significantly lower than the other. I mean, Iron Valiant's a glass cannon with the potential of being a mixed attacker, and Roaring Moon, while it does have really good special defense, its physical defense is much to be desired. So the idea here is we can switch Palafin out into Indeedee, set up Psychic Terrain, which can synergize nicely with Armor Rouge because then we can get our Expanding Force to become a spread move. So that was something that I was kind of thinking here. With Palafin 2, we do have the Wave Crash for some really solid water-type stab damage. We have Close Combat, as I mentioned, to not only activate our Eject Pack, but it's also base 120 fighting damage, which is really nice. And basically the idea here is this way we don't have to just straight up switch out Palafin. We can go for some damage with it and try to get a little bit of chip and then do a little bit of a hit run strategy. Because to my understanding, Hero form Palafin and non-hero Palafin have roughly the same speed stat, so you're not really changing much with the speed, but you do gain an upgrade to your other stats once you switch. So the idea is you can get a little bit of chip damage, and if whatever you hit with that chip damage survives, while hero form Palafin can come back in. That's what I was kind of thinking. And lastly, the other thing about this moveset too is Acrobatics synergizes with Eject Pack nicely because you lose the Eject Pack and now you're getting a base 110 flying type coverage option there. Now, one downside to this is if you have to just straight up switch Palafin, unfortunately, you keep your Eject Pack. Acrobatics is useless. That is one risk to running it that way. But silver lining too, if your opponent brings something with Intimidate, normally you don't want an Intimidate user coming in on your physical attacker, but Eject Pack still activates that way too. So that is something to keep in mind. And then lastly too, like I mentioned in the beginning of the Electrode video, we have Electric Terrain on the Electrode, which can activate our Quark Drive on Iron Valiant. We have the Booster Energy Tailwind on Roaring Moon. We have the Trick Room option on our Terra Grass Armor Rouge. Oh, and that reminds me too, we're also Terra Ghost on Palafin to become immune to Fake Out, because that's also really nice. Another advantage too is because we have Indeedee with the Psychic Surge, that's why we have Wave Crash over Jet Punch, because Psychic Terrain and Jet Punch don't really synergize all that well. Anyways, guys, I've rambled on long enough. Let's jump into the matches. Okay, we have a team combination of Tyranitar and Houndstone with Lucario, Hippowdon, Gyarados, and Talonflame. So there's definitely the speed option there for my opponent. I think what we might do here is, I think we might go with the Palafin option. I wouldn't mind trying to close combat that Tyranitar. Armor Rouge might not be too bad here, because they definitely do want to bring the speed with Houndstone with Sandrush, so I think we can go Trick Room here. Maybe what we'll try to do is we'll try to close combat with the Palafin. Maybe we get lucky, maybe they lead Gyarados, and Palafin just automatically gets booted out with the Eject Pack. That would be kind of funny. So maybe we do that. Maybe we bring the Trick Room option with Indeedee Armor Rouge. And I don't have the electric coverage, unfortunately, on Electrode. Otherwise, that Gyarados should be scared. But yeah, I don't think we're going to be bringing the Electrode to this one, unfortunately. So would have been nice because they do have two things that are weak to electric. But hey, maybe we can scare them off with the Electrode. We'll bring Roaring Moon in the back, and we'll go from there. Because we can always go with the Palafin close combat into the T-Tar slot if we want. Once we get our hero form, we can go for a Wave Crash for big damage. We'll see what happens. So, let's go. What are you bringing? Tyranitar, Talonflame. Okay, cool. So, I do like the idea of going for the close combat into the Tyranitar. And really, I feel like they go for the... I feel like they go Tailwind in a Dark-type move into the Armor Rouge slot. So I think we're going to go for the close combat. And I think we're going to switch in Roaring Moon right away. I think that's what we're going to do. Now, if they go for a Rock-type move into Roaring Moon, at least I'm not taking super effective damage off of Roaring Moon that way, but not necessarily something I want to deal with. But hey, we go for our close combat, we get our Eject Pack. That should be good. Oh, they're going to go straight Brave Bird into Palafin. All right. Okay, bye, Gale Wings. Nice knowing you. Whew, okay. That was almost enough to straight up KO. That's great. All right. So Palafin's going to switch out because of our Eject Pack. So we now have hero form. Da-da-da-da. I think we go Indeedee. I think we maybe go Indeedee here. Or, you know what? We could bring in the... But I don't know if they went in for the Talonflame, or the Palafin slot. So we'll maybe bring in Indeedee. We can always go for our own Tailwind too. We could. Because what we could do is we can go Tailwind with Roaring Moon and then go Psychic into the Indeedee. Or not the Indeedee. Psychic with the Indeedee into the Talonflame. Yeah, they went for Rock Slide, so they did cover the Follow Me that way as well. I just can't get over how much damage we did to the Tyranitar there. Now, Houndstone does get to come in with Last Respect, so maybe what we'll do is we'll go for the Talonflame, and we'll go for our Tailwind with Roaring Moon here. Because what I would love to do is I'd love to go Terra Grass with Armor Rouge to try to take out the Houndstone. Oh, they're going to Terra. Alright. Who are they Terra? Oh, it's Talonflame. I mean, stupid question. Tyranitar is going to go down to its own sand. But, alright, they're going to go Terra Ice, which I don't understand why, per se, because we're just going for the Tailwind and Psychic. And we do get a boosted Psychic trained Psychic into the Talonflame. Not enough to pick up, unfortunately. But, yeah, alright. I'm fine with that, because I do have my Tailwind now. So, that was pretty cool. I don't think I've ever seen Ice Terra Blast for the animation. So that is cool animation. I do dig that. Okay, so they have the low kick. That's fine. Let's see. Do I want to bring in Palafin? Do I? I kind of don't want to right now. We have the Armor Rouge. We have our Tailwind. So Armor Rouge is actually going to be faster than Talonflame. They do have 3 turns of Sand left. So I think what I want to do is I think I want to Psychic into the Talonflame and go for the Energy Ball into the Tyranitar. We'll try to preserve our Terastallization right now. Because what I'm hoping is to pull Houndstone in and then go for a Follow Me with Indeedee So that Last Respects does nothing, and then we can go for that. Now, I'm not too familiar with the base power behind Last Respects. I think it starts off at 50 and then goes up by another 50 per KO. So my opponent does have a really scary Last Respects right now, but that should be fine. Because indeed he does have the normal typing, we can go for the Follow Me. So there is the Houndstone, which they're going to have 2 turns of sand left, so that's 2 turns of being faster. So Houndstone should be faster than Gyarados too, so I think we're going to go for the Follow Me, and we're going to Expanding Force just to be on the safe side, because this Armarouge isn't, that is the one good thing about this Armarouge, I don't have exact 0 speed IVs, so I should be benefiting a little bit from Tailwind. Oh, there's Stomping Tantrum. Okay, into Indeedee. That's great. So Gyarados will be going for... ooh, I was expecting Focus Sash on you. Alright, go Armarouge. Go Armarouge. And now Palafin gets to come in and clean up, which is nice. So, awesome. And just because we can, I do want to go for the Acrobatics on Palafin. Yeah, we're going to go for the Acrobatics. Look at that damage. The Terra Ice was really clever on my opponent's end, too. I really did like that. And, yeah, this is my first time trying out Palafin, too, which is cool. So, yeah, we'll go for the Acrobatics, and we'll go for the Expanding Force. We don't need the Terra. And there we go. That's game. Electrode team doing nothing with Electrode in this, but hey, that's the beauty of it. Electrode's just here as support. I thought it was really cool. Oh, I didn't realize that it changed back, but yeah. Anyways, that's the beauty of the team, like I was saying. Electrode's just here as a supporting role, so we don't necessarily need to bring it. I think this is probably more of an Armarouge team than anything, but hey, I'm okay with that. Good game to my opponent. Okay, we have an Annihilate, Palafin, Tinkaton, Meowscarada, Baxcalibur, and Rotom Heat team. This team looks really, really cool. So let's see, what can we do? Iron Valiant does look kind of nice here. Not gonna lie. The Fairy typing is a little bit concerning to deal with Tinkaton, but Iron Valiant does look pretty handy here, because what we could do is we can go for the Moonblast into either Annihilate, Baxcalibur, or Meowscarada, so that is kind of tempting here. Having access to Palafin might not be too bad, because, you know, we do have the Acrobatics for Annihilate, we have the Wave Crash for Rotom. Tinkaton could be a little bit of a problem, so maybe Armarouge and Indeedee. Or do I want Electrode in the back as a sack swap? Maybe, I don't know. We do get the Electric Terrain, which could be handy, so maybe we'll go for Electrode here, because I don't see a straight up means of speed control on my opponent's end. And Armarouge firing Armor Cannon into Baxcalibur could be bad. So maybe we'll go Indeedee. I don't know if I want Electrode, though. Let's go Roaring Moon. Yeah, we'll go Roaring Moon. Now, worst thing that could happen is Baxcalibur could nail us with Ice moves or Dragon moves, because, you know, that is a thing. Base 145 attack stat right there. That could be a little... Okay, Tinkaton and Meowscarada. Alright. So, Iron Valley doesn't look too bad here, because we can go Moonblast into you, and honestly, we can go close combat into... Oh, the Fake Out is a little bit concerning, but at least we can get our close combat into Tinkaton, so we'll switch out. Now, the fact that they're not attacking with Meowscarada makes me think Trick Room, which is a little bit concerning. But that's alright. We have the Indeedee. And honestly, I think Indeedee might be for the best. So, we can do that. We can also follow me with Indeedee here and attack Tinkaton. Yeah, we could go for something with Indeedee with Follow Me. They also have a Psychic Seed on their... Oh, no, that's a Mirror Herb. Okay. And that's just a really slow Meowscarada. Okay. Huh. I wasn't expecting Palafin to outspeed that, but hey. Alright. So, now we know for sure that it is a... not a Focus Sash. We can go Follow Me. Oh, yeah, they were Protean too, so this probably might not... This might not pick up, actually, now that I'm thinking about it, but... Let's go. Let's go, Iron Valiant. About half. Could have been a lot worse, but hey, at least we get to keep Indeedee... Or, not keep Indeedee, but Indeedee survived the knockoff, so we got to do that, at least. Palafin can come back in now and go for Tinkaton. Because we do know that... Iron Valiant's faster than Meowscarada, but what we could do is we could go for the Meowscarada with Roaring Moon, and we can try to do something to the Tinkaton with Iron Valiant. We could try to do that to cover our bases. So maybe we'll go Shadow Ball into you, because we don't necessarily need the Tailwind right away. I think we'll go Acrobatics into the Meowscarada. Okay, they're going to switch. Even better. Who's taking this? Epitaph. Oh, this is nice. This is nice. Okay. We're going to get our Terra Flying. And we're going to get our Acrobatics right into the Annihilate. That's awesome. Okay. I really like that. Okay. Also, good to know that Annihilate has the name Epitaph in a different language. Good to know. All right. I think in French it's something like Corosage or something like that, which is entertaining. I do like that name. So yeah, we'll get our Acrobatics into you. You're gone. All right. So I think maybe we try to get the Tinkaton with Palafin. We'll see. We did just get that nice switch in here. I think what I'm going to do here is I think I'm just going to try to get rid of the Rotom. Yeah, I think we're just going to try to get rid of the Rotom right quick, and we'll leave Tinkaton for later. Actually, Tailwind would be nice because we do have the Palafin in the back. So we'll get our Tailwind now. Iron Valiant can at least hit Rotom for some chip damage. Yeah. Oh, that did not a lot. But, hey. That's okay. The Volt Switch is okay. We're getting Palafin back in, most likely. What does Tinkaton want to do, though? Does it want a Gigaton Hammer Valiant? Oh, there's Meowscarada. But, hey, that's why we set up the Tailwind. So, there's the Gigaton Hammer into Valiant. Okay, that's fine. We get to keep Roaring Moon. That's fine. What we can do here is we can go for the Wave Crash into Tinkaton. We can go for the Acrobatics into Meowscarada. Meowscarada's got to protect. How many turns of Tailwind do we got? We got 3. We just set it up too. So we're going to go Wave Crash into you, and we're going to go Acrobatics into you. So yeah. Goodbye, Meowscarada. You will not be missed. And let's see how much this Wave Crash does to Tinkaton. Yeah, let's see. That's a KO. Perfect. We just got to get rid of Rotom. Now, the only problem here is Palafin is going to take a lot of recoil from that, and there was the Rocky Helmet. So, yeah, that is one concerning thing, but we really lucked out with that Annihilate switching. We really lucked out there. So, yeah, we're going to go for the Wave Crash, and we're going to go for the Throat Chop. Where even is the throat on a Rotom? That's the other question. Is it going to be like the door of the microwave? I told myself a joke, I guess. Alright, so Let's see. Terra go. Ooh, that throat chop. Yeah, buddy. Yeah. Let's go. Let's go, throat chop. I just lucked out on that one. Yeah, I'm really happy with that. That's a dented microwave right there. Goodbye, Rotom. And yeah, we win. That works out for me. Good game to my opponent. Hey guys, thanks so much for watching this Electrode team in action again. We got to play pretty good with Palafin. We got to take full advantage of the Eject Pack idea. We got to use it in both match 1 and match 2 of this video here. We got to use it on that Tyranitar, on the Talonflame Tyranitar lead in round 1. And man, we almost destroyed that Tyranitar, even with base form Palafin, which is just really awesome. If only my opponent had terrestrialized into a rock type, the sand would have taken them out. But hey, I think that was a pretty solid match, all things considered. We faced Terra Ice, Talonflame, and Tyranitar as their lead, with Houndstomp and Gyarados in the back. Houndstomp is pretty scary to the minute Last Respect starts gaining power, so I am very thankful that we were able to get our tailwind off with Roaring Moon. The Terra Ice Talonflame was some pretty cool tech to get rid of my Roaring Moon, especially where Talonflame usually tends to be a physical attacker. Physical ice type damage into my Roaring Moon definitely was not good. It was also probably a good reason why I didn't go for my Terra Flying on my Roaring Moon, because, you know, that still would have ended up just wasting my Terra and losing my Roaring Moon anyways. Now, Armarouge and Palafin did get to clean up at the end, especially with the Indeedee support for Armarouge. We got rid of Houndstone thanks to Follow Me getting to pull that away. My opponent definitely would have had to have taken Indeedee into consideration instead of going for Last Respects, because Indeedee would have just pulled that into itself, and because it's part normal type, that would have been null and void. So they had to go for the Stomping Tantrum there, so that is really good tech there on Indeedee. And then Armarouge was just able to clean it up. And then we did so much damage to the Gyarados, there was almost really no point in terrestrializing. Palafin just got to come in and take it out with an Acrobatics. Match 2, we ended up getting to play against Meowscarada, Tinkaton with Annihilate and Rotom, and that Annihilate switch in on my Roaring Moon, going for Acrobatics, which is just priceless. The Mirror Herb on Meowscarada definitely saved it, as well as Protean, getting rid of the Dark typing. So otherwise, Iron Valiant had a really good shot at getting rid of Meowscarada if it hadn't changed its typing, or if it had not gained the Mirror Herb, boosting its special defense when Indeedee came in. I was very happy with Palafin getting rid of Tinkaton with that Wave Crash, and base Palafin with the close combat did do some solid damage to that Tinkaton, which was really nice. Now, one thing that I should note though is definitely a scary situation for my Palafin facing down that Meowscarada, because Meowscarada is faster than Palafin, and it did go for that Flower Trick into Palafin, so I got really lucky that I was playing against a slower Meowscarada, but if that Meowscarada had speed, Palafin would have been gone. So yeah, Indeedee probably could have been a little bit of a better lead for Palafin there, because I could have gone for Follow Me to save it. But hey, it worked out in the end. We got to do our switching synergy right there to get Roaring Moon in. We got our Acrobatics off. We basically just destroyed that Annihilate, and then when Rotom came in, it tried to be cute with the Volt Switch. Roaring Moon just said, sure, you can hit me. I don't like it, but I'm still going to hit you back. And my opponent went for that Terra Ghost, which was kind of surprising, but hey, I wanted to go for the Throat Chop for the neutral damage. My opponent was like, I'll do you one better. I'll let you have super effective damage. So anyways, I digress. I had a lot of fun with this team. I think what I might do too is I might do a separate team report video. I'm planning for this to come out on Thursday, so maybe Friday. That's what I'll do going into the new week. And yeah, then that way the next week can be purely the next team that I'm planning on filming. So anyways, I will see you guys technically in a few minutes when I switch over to that team. Anyways, talk to you later.